Well, all I can say about the poverty is that they've been doing very, very well, and I mean, like, there's nothing great than to see young people, volunteer to help out or be able to go out there and bring out what other people go through and make us see or let the world see and be a part of it because others are less fortunate to be living life in some places that some of us wouldn't really even dream of growing up in. Let's support each other. Thank you.
My name is Upon Abbott, the CEO of IETV. We have realized that there's a big challenge in this country when it comes to education in rural areas. In some communities in Ghana, children attend schools under the shade of trees. Water and other facilities, including basic individual economic investment, such as skills training, are lacking because of inability of government or district assemblies due to effect of bad governance. So to cap it all, about 60% of national budget is realized through foreign aid. Effective law enforcement will bring down culture of impunity so that rule of law can prevail over the ongoing culture of lawlessness. This challenge has a long-term impact on the children in these affected communities. Many underprivileged communities would have education extended to children who would consequently be future leaders of the community and the nation at large. IETV has come out with an idea that if the local authorities have a statutory duty to ensure the adequate and efficient provision of school education in their area, so in that context, they may take reorganization of their school estate at any time. So what are we supposed to do? The community development officers has to visit the deprived areas to check on educational facilities available to them and collaborate with the beneficiaries, local and foreign volunteers for building construction. Our story is going to be centered in the building and renovation of Ekomfi Esibedu DA Primary and Junior High School under the Ekomfi Isiachere district in the central region of Ghana.
You're out on your own, uncharted road. No footprints in the dust. Fear is creeping up. Eyes on the gold, searching for home. Your soul is on the run, powered by the sun. Breathe in, be strong, thick skin, brave on, and sing this song. I will fight for my pride. Hear me loud, I'm proud to be who I am. I will light up the sky.
Indeed, education is the key. ITV, when we entered this community, we found this structure. It's a structure made for purpose of KG in this era. When it rains, these kids pack their books and run home. This is a structure made by Get Farm, but they couldn't complete due to change of government. You can see the pillars are rotten, even there's no roof. The situation was getting worse, so the community members gathered themselves and made a shed in the uncompleted building for the pupils of JHS 1 to 3. Oh no, this is unsafe for these children. When a child is in this class, how will they concentrate on what the teacher will be teaching? Children need a better, safe and conducive classroom because these children are going to be our future leaders. And so we need to treat them like kings and queens. The shade you are viewing is the staff common room for the teachers. And the investigations we made confirm that when teachers come to this school, they don't keep long. Even some refuse to come at all. We are pleading to the government, NGOs and individuals to help raise funds and make better structures for these children. Your contribution will help provide a safer, cleaner environment to study for the children in this deprived community. Let's come together to make a difference by donating to these projects. Education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world, as said by Nelson Mandela.
Yes, I am passionate about education because it is education that made me. The countries that have made great strides in our time have relied on educated and skilled populations. Education is the anchor for all our plans and programs.
My name is Louis Aban. I was the head teacher in the year 1990. The school was under a shade and the chief wrote a letter to a Canadian NGO called CEDA. In the process of building the school, they short of materials, so they couldn't complete the school building, but gave us the primary 1 to 6. So the KG 1 and 2 was still under the shade. And one sad thing was that when the children get to JHS 1, they have to go to the nearest town or community to continue from JHS 1 to 3 and write the final exams. So the elders and I tried several times applying for JHS 1 to 3 blocks, and God being so good, Get Fund came to our aid and started constructing the block, but couldn't finish due to a change of government. Being the head teacher, I asked the community members to construct a shade in the structure for the children to use that block. But when it rains, they have to go home. If not, all their books will get wet. And for the KG 1 and 2, still nothing is done on this block. So the situation here has made the children suffer and feel uncomfortable when it's raining season. But all the same, first year we had 100%. They transferred me from this school just last 3 years. And still I stay here and found that the children still suffer, especially JHS 1 to 3 and KG 1 and 2. Because of the bus structures, when the teachers come, they don't stay. Some even don't come at all. So all the time there is understaff in the school. We are calling on the government, NGOs and individuals to donate and support us renovate and build a class for KG 1 and 2, and also get teachers bundles and renovate the old block that's from class 1 to class 6. Thank you. We have made several applications, but there is no response. Sometimes the teachers help us a lot. Even when the school closed, they still stay and cover up the topics they couldn't complete due to the situation. But it shouldn't happen this way. So we need help. If it will touch someone, come to our aid, especially the roofing and the plastering of the JHS 1 to 3 block and renovation of the old block. Because when it rains, it comes to the class and affects the teaching and learning very much. Since this year is an election year, the leaders will come and make promises.
There's a particular kind of leadership that we need in Africa. We don't have leaders in Africa.
But when we vote them, that's all. They won't fulfill their promises. But this year, it won't be like that. If they come and refuse to help us, we won't vote for them.
Why are your your children. Ever US, UK, Germany, France. Why are you see, there is only one question we need to ask and answer. What is the kind of Africa do we want? What is the kind of Africa do we want to see? What kind of Africa are we expecting? If we're expecting an Africa with high-speed infrastructure development agenda, then we need to create a kind of leadership that will give us that kind of Africa we're looking for.
Hi everyone, I'm the head teacher for Deprived Basic DA, and I want to use this opportunity to express some of our challenges we face in the school. Every institution has its own challenges, but from the look of things, ours is more suffocating and it threatens academic work. Sometimes it inhibits our progress towards our set targets and objectives. Our main problem has to do with our school building. The building is the exact place where teaching and learning takes place. The pupils have to come back and read their books in the evening, and if the place is not conducive, it really becomes a problem. The problematic part of the building is the roof. It leaks copiously when it rains, and even during the day when it shines, because of the nature of the holes in the roof, the sun rays reflect in the classroom and makes the room very uncomfortable. When it rains, pupils and teachers have to cuddle in corners if the rain doesn't threaten to bring down academic work, if we feel it's for a short term. But when we see the clouds are quite heavy, then academic work is abandoned for the day. The roofing hasn't ever been changed. It started with the first building, so it needs replacement so that the classrooms become conducive enough for teaching and learning. The district gave us hope by providing a new one that was scheduled to take up the GHS accommodation of pupils, but it got to the Lenten level and it's been abandoned. The school and the community came together and thought about how they could manage to use the building at that level, so they provided roofing. They created a shed in the building. You can imagine, they created a shed, so they bought roofing and used cut down trees to raise the shed in the uncompleted building so that people could use it temporarily. But when it rains, the place becomes flooded and lessons have to come to an abrupt end. So no matter how we are trying our best to be innovative about our least resources, circumstances also do not allow us to reach our targets. So it still becomes a problem unsolved, and as such, efforts have been made through writings to the district assembly, through the education office, but they only come to inspect it, go back, and nothing is done. And because of that, the building is rotting away. The pillars are now breaking off to show the skeletal framework of the iron rods. And when this happens, the building loses strength and it might even collapse, such that the little investment that was made from the beginning to this time will come to nothing. Most of the teachers are not staying in the community because of accommodation issues. We would want authorities to help to create a teachers' bungalow where teachers can also reside in the community. When teachers reside in communities, we all know the importance that the pupils and the parents receive. These heartfelt difficulties we are feeling in Netibedu, so that to whom it may concern will come to our aid and help us, because the standard of the school since we had our inception of GHS was wonderful. We had a girl who was able to get grade 12 in an interior place like this. So it means the teachers are trying their best to bring the best out of these pupils, and we would need these facilities to aid, become like a sort of catalyst to propel and accelerate whatever we want to do for these pupils to excel wherever they are. So we will keep hope alive and wait till help comes, but we will still manage with what we have, so that when authorities come and inspect, they will know that in fact we have managed and we deserve to be helped. Thank you very much.
Femi Robert Mensa.
My name is Robert Mensah. I am a pupil at Ekonfi Esbedu DA School. Our main problem is this class 6 and JHS 3 block. When it rains, we suffer a lot. Even the JHS 1 to 3 is not road. We are pleading to the government, NGOs, and individuals who hear our cry because the situation is affecting our studies a lot.
Doreen Kumsi Ifi Ekunfi Etbedu.
My name is Doreen Kumsi. The kind of problem we are facing in our school is that our structures are not conducive to study in. We are pleading that good people and NGOs should donate and support us renovate and build structures. Secondly, we need textbooks to facilitate teaching and learning in our school. Thank you.
My name is Philip Kweku.
My name is Philip Kweku. Our main problem is we are living in an uncompleted building, and when it rains, it comes to the class, so we have to spend a lot of time and wipe all the water before we can continue our studies. Even some run away from class and don't return because by the time we finish, our period is far gone. This is affecting teaching and learning. Now, because of the pandemic, we are not in the uncompleted building because our colleagues are not here. But when they resume, it's the same structure they will come in. So we are pleading to NGOs, government, and concerned individuals touched by our problem come to our aid before our colleagues resumes. Thank you. Please, my name is Auntie Kate Odum. I'm the school chairperson. Our main problem is we don't have a class for the KG 1 and 2, and most of our desks is broken. We have followed these issues for long from district to DCE, but there's no answer to it. So we are pleading to the government that we need help concerning our school. Every 4 years we vote and pay tax, but we don't see anything in our community. We kneel before you that since it's an election year, the government should come to our aid, including NGOs and individuals who will be touched by our problem. Thank you.
Your friend Dan Kwaya, Mukasa Free.
My name is Dan Kwaya. I am from Ekonfi Esbedu. The little I will add is that our school needs help. We have 6 unit classroom and 3 unit uncompleted class. But when it rains, it comes to the class, both primary and JHS. So we are pleading that the government, NGOs, or stakeholders will support us. Our second problem is the community center. The elders have tried their best and started the structure, but couldn't complete, so we need support. Anyone who will be touched should come to our aid. In conclusion, this goes to the communication networks. All the networks here are very poor, so even when there is emergency, we find it difficult to communicate to the right authority. It's very important to tackle these issues. Thank you. Ajua Ochilebria is my name. I am from this community. We are pleading that we need support in our school building. All the roofing sheets have potholes. Our children need school desks to sit on, and also they need textbooks. Thank you for supporting us. My name is Kojo Afen. I am from this village. I am a committee member. Indeed, we have a problem concerning our school building. We are pleading to the government, NGOs and stakeholders, come to our aid. It's very painful when it's about to rain and teachers ask your children to go home, and it's not their fault, but that's the situation at hand. We are pleading that concerned citizens, NGOs and government should come to our aid. Thank you. Asana Yakubu is my name, a people teacher in Ekonfi Otram. Our main problem is the school building, and due to that, when teachers are posted here, they don't come. Recently, 5 teachers were posted here, but they have all gone and left with 1 due to our situation. So the government and concerned individuals should support our children. We also plead to the whole world about our health issues. We don't have clinic here, so when there is emergency, we take the patients to the next town for treatment, and it worries us a lot. Sometimes by the time you reach the hospital, the patient might lose his or her life. So we are pleading to the NGOs, government and stakeholders to come to our aid.
Yes,
My name is David Yakub. I am the SMC chairman for Ekonfi DA School. We have made several applications on our school with head teacher, SMC members, and PTA chairman, but nothing is done. So we plead on the government and stakeholders to come to our aid. My name is Joseph Edu, Isbedu Abuano Assembly member. Truly, Isbedu School is in crisis. When I was elected, I saw the problems, so I and the committee members make several applications from District Assembly to the DC. Fortunately for us, the Central Regional Minister asked subordinates to witness the situation and gave us support. So the district planner came and surveyed the place, hoping the problem is in good condition. But as at now, the problem is the same. We are still pleading to the government, NGOs, and stakeholders to donate and support us in this crisis. Thank you. I am doing this video to support the community in Central Region, precisely Ekonfi Ezbedu community. I am urging the DCE and the Central Regional Minister to wake up and focus on the communities within the Central Region. That's the main reason I make this video. When you visit Ezbedu, you can see that with the help of NGO, we have the 6-unit classroom. With the help of NGO, we have library and computer laboratory, and even teachers' toilet is built by NGO. So the leaders should wake up if they are still sleeping.
With my soul, it is well with my whole life. I'm so blessed that I might cry. Clean conscience so I sleep fine. Healthy body cause I eat right.